portion of the game. So overall, you've got a ton of options here. You've got decent team fighting here for SK with decent dive, but good front to back at least a little bit if you can get Draven going. But if you actually find Draven falling behind, Xerxes just here to protect him.
I mean, that decimating smash Soul Furnace did a lot of work already. Limits throws out the summoner heal, sidestep, spinning axe forward, and forced to flash for his life. 2 sums for 3 steps towards the pit, and will spot it out. Doesn't have backup, doesn't have support. How brave is he feeling? Blast going forward, flash away, and no. I was trying to build it up, I wasn't sure if he was going in.
But the thing is, we know from SK yesterday that them having a lead is actually the scary part of the game. So maybe this is actually good for XL, because what we saw yesterday was that SK, they coming through from limit. It was a bit dicey for SK, honestly, if that fight had kept going, but we may not be done just yet.
Listen, you're still bang on for that prediction. Irrelevant, Certus looking at 2.5 members because VTO's low. He still has access to the unleashed power. Certus dashes backwards, no execution. Cersei flashes to safety. The power is unleashed. Not gonna find the kill. The wish buys time. And SK got the first, and Odo forced to run for his life. DOS jumping in with the long range save.
And that's a massive
opportunities. Unable to really pick those fights. And the one that has happened, or the Herald rounds 1, 2, and 3, have gone the way forward. For the unleashed power, DOS still has the ultimate available. Certus is in the top lane. He may need to teleport for the ensuing fight. Mountain Dragon down to half, 4,000 hit points. Certus has completed the TP. Odo's trying to push them away with that Soul Furnace, and Certus hops over the wall. The Whirling Death comes out, and Xerxes smites the dragon down. Inside the pit, Irrelevant, Marcoon, and Exakick are rolling over XL. Exakick cashes out, flashes away from the pit. The dragon goes to XL, the gold goes to SK.
That was a one.
Using their teleports sporadically. Look, SK gonna commit this time round. Marcoon's thrown out the prison. Smited down BTO, forces out the flash. Here comes Xerxes. TP's being channeled, as well as 5 members of XL have grouped up in the jungle. Irrelevant, looking for a potential flank. Can look to cut them up. Leap strikes forward, counter strike stuns. The death is whirling. The wild growth is used. Certus buys some time and goes golden with SK running for their lives. Blast Cone sends Irrelevant to safety. Patrick is stepping forward, looking for the zaps, looking for the damage. Ultra Shock Laser fired, cleanse forced out of Exakick and the Equinox. And of course, the 3rd item secured for Exakick. He's been sitting on an Infinity Edge. Hurricane just secured for Patrick. 1 soul stepping into the pit. They've started this one. They're still on top of plenty of vision. Long range engage here from XL. Not going to be likely. Down to 3,000. Ultra Shock Laser fired out. Secured. XL want to try win the fight. Certus wants to chase down Patrick. Ghost and Flash available to him. Exakick is burning through Odo. Certus is trying to look for the back end as once again. DOS split out from the fight. Now Certus left alone with 5 members of XL. It's going to be jumped on and likely taken down. Perfect execution backwards. Forced to hop over the wall and does so. Escapes with his life. That was beautiful. Eventually throwing down the flash. But he doesn't. He escapes, costs him only the flash. And with Dragon spawning in 20 seconds, now XL are on the face, or like potentially at risk of losing the Soul as well as the Baron. Teleport being channeled. Certus looking for limit. He flashes over the wall. Glacial Prison holds him in place, but there's no one to follow up. SK were not necessarily grouped for the full-on fights.
And now you got to back away. Limit has no flash, no heal, no ultimate. A lot of those safety tools for people like Patrick in these fights now gone out the window. Marcoon, the big engage tool, also doesn't have his, but without their support, XL don't want to try and contest, and that's Mountain Soul to SK.
Really in the middle lane. They're down so far in gold, so far in level, so far in damage. It's such a difficult task, but they've now lost another objective, and SK can group up for another inhib turret.
The Baron buff is about to wear off though, so this will give it a little bit of reprise for XL, but look at the big wave that's in top. SK can even go and match that if they want to. Now you've got minions on the Nexus turrets and they're going.
All right, no Baron buff means now is the time to fight. Whirling Death out. Exakick not able to find limit. He's able to run for his life. Stand aside. The Equinox is gigantic. It's a double kill for Certus. Another for Irrelevant. Odo and Limit are running for their lives. This will be the 4th for SK at the cost of nothing. All 5 members of SK inside the base of XL. They will take down the Nexus turrets. It took 30 minutes for 2 kills. It took 30 seconds for 4 kills. And SK take down XL.
Slow and steady, SK will close out the game and get themselves the 4 wins on the board. Beautiful stuff by them. Definitely a massive difference from what we saw from them yesterday, but well worthwhile and setting them up fantastically now, as we say, to make sure they can get into that group stage.
I mean, really, really good position. 4 wins is crucial when you do think about it.
Comp will back me up as we get later.
Yeah, it's kind of a good 1v1 matchup that scales really well on the side lane. It's not a matchup that you hard win in early game. You kind of go even, and then when you get your Rift Maker, you kind of start taking over in the 1v1. So maybe
my Shoutcaster curse powers is 99 wins for Niski. That's where he is right now, okay? If he wins this game, it'll be 100.
That is how maths works.
That is how maths works. I have a little bit of data. Almost about to hit level 6, so that Solar Flare into a flashless Renata can be punished. You combo that with the Killer Instinct, and there's a lot of kill threat. Time to go all out. Time to Cyclone. Time to drop the Hallowed Mist and snip, snip, snip. All of a sudden, Abby turns this one around. Ruby dashes forward, looking for the charm. Will be flashed away from Alyoya. While that's going on, Jankos ceases and desists, and he finds first blood. But Niski arrives in time to get one back. Drops down the poison, tries to slither.
Alyoya has nowhere to go, and just running into Chasey like this, just giving the opportunity, but there's the engage.
That is the engage. Remember, flashless Helisang. He may need to use the ultimate, and he does so, buys a couple seconds of time. Bailout as well, tick, 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 boom! Jack Spectra picks it up. So just a quick update, that first blood was the latest of the spring. Not necessarily too bothered by it, they are still in a small advantage. Mad Lions with a 4-man stack. They've started off Dragon 2. That's going to be the engage forward. Solar Flare comes out. The Ocean Dragon has reset. Jack Spectra's got that Killer Instinct, and Zenith Blade goes wide. Hostile takeover, catches at least one. Cease, desist order is issued. Niski gets himself a double, and Slytherin takes the lead.
The Mad Lions just bullying their way into River.
So the Miasma, the Petrifying Gaze, the answers are available if Heretics overstep, and now is potentially someone being caught out. The missiles are thrown out. Spectra uses that Killer Instinct. Hostile takeover not going to be useful this time around. They re-engage from behind. Chasey's all out. Delivers Jack Spectra to the waiting hands of Kazi. Now Evie is on the wrong side of the rift. Ruby Spirit rushes forward, Spirit rushes backwards. Mercer Zenith's in, and Niski stays alive long enough to get some more poison down. But Heretics on the board for now. Jankos takes out Alyoya. The charm is great. Kazi instantly cleanses and flashes away. But gets snip, snip, snip. Heretics get 4. How did they do that?
How? How did Heretics turn that around?
I'm asking you. Berlin, reflecting that entire fight. The skin of Heretics' teeth, they stay alive. Just a couple seconds to go. Cease and desist is available. Spirit Rush is available. Solar Flare is available. It's all dropped on Mad Lion's head. Ruby's killed Hilly. The Cyclone is spinning and looking for the win. The Rifter is also picked up. Kazi and Chasey need to do magic. The charm connects onto Cassante, and Chasey's looking to get more damage down. Mercer will be the next target. Orb Deception thrown out, and Kazi is just firing away with that burst. Mercer below 200, and Ruby not going to have any more Spirit Rushes available. If a charm connects into Kazi, maybe something can happen, but the Herald was picked up or killed.
Try and look for controlling vision around Baron, maybe looking for the tier 2 on top if you can manage, but Mercer,
Mad Lions, they're actually going to start this fight here. Mercer's forced to flash defensively. The engage from Alyoya, secondary Cyclone, that's going to be Alyoya taken down though. Mad Lions, how far have they chased? Kazi is dropped by Jankos, and Niski's in amongst the Heretics. Hostile takeover buys a couple seconds, and so does the bailout. Niski's trying to throw out the Twin Fangs, and the Twin Fangs, they chased too far, they were too hungry, and the Pride got beaten.
They gave Heretics the pick. Heretics were just walking away. They're like, look, we don't have this. It's going to be fine. Mad Lions can take Dragon. They can then look for mid-tower, but because they overextend, Mad Lions fall, and Heretics just like that get the Baron.
No, but that's so unfortunate for the Mad Lions, but they put themselves in the situation. I have no idea. Chasey wants to salvage it. Baron's down to 5,000. Jack Spectra forced to cleanse the flash to run for his life. He gets taken out. Chasey stopped the Baron. Jankos is the next target. All of a sudden, Hilly's working with him. That's a double for Cassante. Orlando Q as well continues the fight, but Mercer's been able to respawn, revive, and rejoin the fray. Man, the Baron has been stopped, but at the cost of multiple lives.
Chasey, though, that was a hero play.
Not? All of a sudden, 23 kills, 23 minutes. Teleport's being channeled here. Abby will be the first to arrive. Ruby went to the tower. Baron down to 7,000. Mercer has got the solar flare. Wants to find the target.
Oh, that's big.
Into the pit. The charm lands as well, and Niski gets the stun of the pitch. Fine gaze. Cyclone by some time, but it's Everything's got the first kill. He's got the second kill. The Baron's been stopped. Hilly will potentially fall to the charm. The charm lands it. That wasn't a ruby. That was a diamond of a play.
Round 2 goes the way of Heretics again, and Heretics actually managed to get the Baron in the end.
But it's 3 or 4 wins that you want to accrue, and you start to feel a little bit comfortable. You look towards the group stage. Right now, Chasey and Mercer battling inside the jungle. Mercer's still got the flash, still got the solar flare. He will flash to safety. Here comes Heavy. Snip, snip, snip inside the hallowed mist. LeSang is taken out before he can use the hostile takeover. Heretics found the pick that they wanted. So a lot of objectives to fight for. The tower in the bottom. Don't forget, of course, that Niski is on his 99th win. He'll turn that one
so
off for a second. Unfortunately for Niski, past the backside of Chasey. Dragon has been started off. Mad Lion's starting to tank this one ever so slightly. Ebby's waiting for the engage. Hilly's got the hostile takeover. He's got multiple players lined up, and he fires the pink smoke. Everyone's berserk from Heretics, but the Dragon is secured by Alyoya. Now in the follow-up fight, the Cyclone's there. Alyoya will get dropped. The Petrifying Gaze sends Heretics in the back foot, and it's Jankos the first to die. Jack Spectre stuck inside the pit, forced to flash over the wall, looking for that blast cone. The Dragon goes to Mad. The kill goes to Mad. And the 5v5 goes the way of Mad.
Mercer still spotting.
Ebby's going to be in the bottom lane. Ruby's going to rejoin from the mid lane. LeSang picking up those fruit. The inhibitor tower will fall. Baron's down to 4,000. Baron's down to 2,000. Ruby stepping forward. The charm connects onto Niski. Mercer's got the Zenith blade. Won't be able to interrupt the recall. The inhibitor has been taken down, and Mercer's buying some time. He's taken the targets of Alyoya. They've managed to kill Niski. They've managed to kill Alyoya. And now all of a sudden the recall will complete. Chasey gets out alive. 1, 2, 3 members alive with Baron buff. Niski's about to pick up the fancy hat as well. He's got that death cap available to him. Ruby will be forced to use that Spirit Rush away. That is a big cooldown, 10 seconds before the Dragon. Jankos goes forward, cease, desist thrown out. Hilly forced to flash for his life, gets enough time to use the ultimate. Kazi hops over the wall, has the space, has the time, has the cleanse and the flash. Mercer will be dropped and taken up by Alyoya. Kazi though, staying alive just long enough. Turns his attention over to Ruby and Jack Spectre, but Heretics winning it overall. Niski, the last man standing. The Petrifying Gaze, not enough poison just yet. Here comes Jankos with the denting blows. Hourglass has been used. Jack Spectre fires at the Void Seeker. That's the ace.
There's
Heretics
minions on
have
the,
done it.
they're on the Nexus. The minions are on the Nexus. Heretics
Take them down, securing 26 kills. They will take out that inhib, turn their attention to the Nexus turrets as well. It's still 10 seconds before anybody comes up. Hilly, last man standing. There's no ways he pulls off the hero for now. 5 seconds, 3 seconds. The Nexus will be focused down, and Heretics take down Mad.
It was a slow, drawn-out early game where Heretics couldn't quite get control. But that one mistake in the mid-game from Mad Lions, they overextend looking for the pick, and then they bring it right the way back. Really good job from Heretics in that last fight as well.
Side lane pressure with that Gwen being locked in for Photon. I will say this is the first Viego that we've seen of Spring. It was played 6 times during the course of the winter season with resort of work. Still dead even on the CS though.
Really good transitional gank there. As actually might hold on to this Finn. Now should be able to walk away, but right side transitional gank from 113 there. Just walks through mid, gets the freeze then for ASOL. So Perks now feels the need to play on boss.
Alright, Kobe's got that flash and heal. Younghoon goes forward, throws out the Q. Glacial path forward. First blood picked up by Younghoon, and Vitality trying to get another back. Perks is taken up by Kobe, and now upsets down below. 200 hit points, 2 quick kills to Astralis.
And Kobe has to make a play because he can't actually push that wave in, and Bo can't help out because he's behind. Now 113 wants to punish the bot lane even further here.
Alright, let's see what he can do here. Flash used as now all of a sudden 113 continues to chase, trying to use that blade of the Ruined King. Upset forced to flash for his life.
The Unsealed Spellbook for the Ignite would have been so good if Bo even just had the ultimate, but now...
Here comes Finn! Charges up the Q. Younghoon replies with one of his own. Flash over the wall, chase forward. Here comes Viego. It's Finn that gets the kill. While that's happening in the bottom lane, Upset and Kaiser find find themselves a 2v1 onto Cobby.
About time Vitality were able to get something back. Being able to run down the bot side to pick up the wave is great, but that's the power of the Kai'Sa there. This is the reason she's actually thought of like counters for a lot of picks like the Ezreal, the long range engage coming through clutch and nearly able to turn that around.
1,500 gold is the lead. Cobby in a very good position, and with that tower down, now they can start to move this Annie and Varus around, but Bo looking to engage, hops over the wall with the Q, throws out the ultimate, upset repositions with the killer instinct, and 1-3 is now the next target, but because of the split focus, it actually means Kai'Sa goes down. That's a double for Cobby. Vitality did not pick one target at a time.
The Astralis comp we said for 1-1-3 wants to find early skirmishes.
Existed in this game. We've seen him just once or twice. I mean, look, 25 CS lead. You and I got into a healthy discussion yesterday. It's the flash engage on the Frozen Tomb here for Cobby. Man, don't you wish he had cleanse there. The dragon is secured by Astralis at the cost of their bot laner's life, and all of a sudden though, Tippers has been dropped. Here comes 1-1-3. Not going to be able to find the broken blade, but the breath of light as well as the skies descended. Astralis go in, they go back out. 1-1-3 looking to break the hearts of Vitality. The shit comes up once more. He does it. Astralis, they get the fight after 2 kills as well as the dragon.
Photon was just staying in that top side, wasn't able to join in, should be able to get the tower.
Thanks to the Chemtech Drake Rift, that actually gets out both Bo and Perks. Gets away the ultimate, and now it's Vitality. They fancy themselves going forward. Finn starts the teleport into the Rivel, the mid lane as it were. Leader's already taken out Kai'Sa. Vitality are split. Vitality are running for their lives, and Leader's just trying to find the host pipe of damage onto Vitality. It's a 2-for-1 in that middle lane. Perks will be forced to use that tomb himself. Glacial Path over the wall. Needs to use the blast cone out, and I think he will escape with his life. 2-for-1 in favor of Astralis.
Yeah, the Chemtech Rift helping out a little bit there with Perks' escape, but now it's a 20 seconds until the dragon. Instead though, it's Astralis who are getting control of her bot lane early. Nothing happening between Bo and Perks, and now Leader is just too big to handle. He hasn't even hit his final form and he's already taking over.
And of course, I've got to scratch my head just a little bit around this bottom lane. It's out in a second as Photon will get taken out. I mean, when Astralis beat G2...
Up against Astralis here, I mean, Leader doing so much work in this Aurelion Sol right now. Cobby in a great spot. You've got good engage from Finn once more. And now, Astralis turn over towards the Baron. Photon, you're going to need to TP.
Get your barbecues out. It's Astralis. That means it's a burger flip. They're going to peel away from the Baron, though. Look for the team fight. Teleports are channeled from Photon and Perks. But the focus is going to be onto Yonghun. He's taken out, and Photon's escaped with his life. Wait, Bo! Sent Bo over the wall. He was able to charge up that Vault Breaker though and escape, but for a brief moment, Vitality sold him out. He's waiting for that one, for the ultimate. Does he fancy the engage? Vitality are running for their lives.
Wait for Finn, 3 seconds.
He's lost his TP, he's lost his presence. That 4,000 gold lead is still there, and members of Astralis grouping up. The onslaught is unstoppable for now. Decimating Smash comes up. The Hallowed Mist is buying some time, but Bo is dropped. It's 10 seconds for the lead. Perks trying to put some pressure on that top lane. Teleport just becoming available. He will need to recall or get away for now. Starts to actually TP to the bottom lane. Vitality may be able to pick up the first dragon. This will at least stall the soul, and we'll be able to fall in. Kai'Sa's looking for the flank. This is going to be risky if Vitality pull the trigger.
If they can find this engage before Finn gets here, it's huge. Claw just used by Perks means there's not really that follow-up though. So now that fight that they were looking for is kind of out the window. You needed to use that claw and the flash.
Ushered the way forward. 4 versus 4 in the top lane. 4 versus 3 corrections. Photon still hasn't teleported. Photon's in the bottom lane. He's looking to pick up that bounty. The skies have descended and the AoE is huge. The turret is exposed. 1-1-3 now running for his life. He flashes away to safety, but the base is opened up. Another inhibitor is exposed. Yes, Photon got an inner turret and a bounty, but now they're dealing with 2 super minions in 2 waves.
Great call from Finn, actually cancels the recall for exactly this moment. They knew that Vitality were trying to find the answer after.
There's 2 teleports though. Perks is going all the way from that tower. Kai'Sa goes forward. Leader's been caught out. He's forced to flash to safety. The follow-up is there from Astralis, but Leader might just about be taken down. Not takes just yet. 1-2 members for Photon. Another for upset. How have Vitality created the opportunity? They've got the shutdowns. They've got the kills. They've taken out the carries, and they've aced Astralis.
4 kills for Photon off the
to make the way to the steps. Once they get into the base, that is when Astralis ideally want to start to make that play for the Dragon. Finn actually threw out the unstoppable onslaught, not going to be used. The engage from Upset, the killer instinct for, but Bo's already down. He tried the cease and desist. Perks is trying to get in range, manages to throw out the ring of frost, he's taken out. Vitality Mage look for the sucker punch, but they may be the suckers in the end. Upset's running for his life, and Photon's the last man standing in a 1 versus 4. He's taken down. Astralis have done it.
Finn played bodyguard in that fight, keeping Photon at bay, making sure he could.
Astralis will set themselves up with a 3-3 scoreline. Looking ahead to Fnatic, XL and Heretics, looking ahead to groups. That's what they want. Astralis take down Vitality. Dagda, I will say though, those last 2 fights, the teleports engages, the soul of these teams is just go in.
Yeah.
I don't know if Vitality needed to pick that fight in the middle lane at that second. They had supers pouring in. I could feel
that can be deadly in his hands.
And now the Dragon's going to get locked in. He's trying to have some safety on the top side, some disengage, and this is kind of the counter dive to go into BDS that you talked about. You've got this Renekton, you've got this Akali. You only play jungle, you have no idea what the impact of your actions is. And that's the kind of level of responsibility I like to live my life with. Chio now stepping forward. Broken Blade is right here. Adam now coming into the backside, though. If he gets into the midst of this fight, he's not going to get a chance. Broken Blade flashing out early.
Oh my god!
They're getting one, and now they want to turn! Wow, full confidence from Yike there. Knew his damage output. And no ultimate does make this a little bit more difficult, but Caps doesn't have the ulti either. Mickey only level 4, relatively squishy. Gonna go in. Are they gonna be able to contest this one? Yike debating if he wants to go for it, but they're just gonna back away. Bit of a spectator Drake here. Nuke debating. The body says yes, the mind definitely telling him no there. Does not game. And that's, that's the level of team playing coordination that we have to praise them for. And it's something the BDS are gonna need to be ready for. But Mickey getting caught out here, not really an avenue of escape. The flash out to safety, perfect execution now coming out. Caps on the way, but it's not going to matter. A little bit of Fnatic flair for some reason. But you gotta respect it as Hansama just gets aggressive trying to zone. Broken Blade still walking forward. Adam knows something's up. He can spot Yike on the ward. Popping Dominus, letting the Fury stack. Can try to dash through, but has to be careful. Has to wait for the CC to come out. A little bit of healing coming in from the Cole the Meek, but not in an enemy wave, in his own wave, so not going to get a whole lot done there. Good damage onto Yike, but now Broken Blade just tags in. Ooh! And that's the thing. Adam's going for the 1v1.
Once again, I think he's been a very silent hero for BDS time and time again. Is Nuke.
Caps, I think just wanted that plate, but... Oh, flash out. Nuke with the follow-up is just going to walk away.
Yeah, Yike was on the way, so Nuke has to back on out of that one. LeBron also there, but hey, Nuke takes a great timed all-in.
Not a lot is happening. G2 are going to grab their second Herald. Might give them a small gold advantage. And Yike, keeping it in the corner of that pit, is not going to let it reset. His lesson hard learned from some of the games we saw earlier today. Mickey's lesson, however, has not been learned at all. BDS are playing spot the
those turret plates, got first turret down there as well, so very happy. Oh no, Hans is so dead.
Oh. Yeah, he smells something now. He's running for his life. Crowny off on the side. Nowhere for Hansama to go. G2 bottom lane getting picked so
making plays, and when you do go for plays, it's super obvious. Oh, Twitch isn't in bot lane. He's going to be in mid lane almost certainly.
Oh my.
Hit the eye, hit the bot. Okay, there it is. Chilling.
G2 mitigating a lot of the Herald.
That's why they gave the Herald over.
That's not why we do the engage immediately going to kick off. It's an absolute bloodbath, but Adam just diving into the backside. Hansama trying to unleash. The Azir ult is everything, but it is not enough. It is right nuke into the backside.
Oh my god.
One flashing out of safety. Adam now following up. It's a clean fight from BDS, playing on the edge there for Nuke, but they're making it work. 3 dead on the side of G2 for nothing on the side of BDS.
So much went down on
out executing. BDS still a lot of tools to kick this off. Shio no ultimate, Nuke no ultimate, Crowny no ultimate. That's going to limit a lot of what they can do in BDS. They don't want to risk anything. I think
they might. Adam has teleport though. He is going to go in for the flank. They're going for the team fight.
3K, they need to burst this one down. They need to decide right now what they're going to do, and it looks like the call is they found Crowny. Mickey going to try to disengage as much as he can. Hansama now going to be in trouble, but it might not matter. Crowny getting pushed back. Caps able to find the angle, but can BDS take the fight? The Dragon still standing. 4K leashed in favor of G2 for now as it auto attacks Adam, and Yike going in, standing tall and finding the angle. G2 taking the fight.
A gorgeous team fight from G2 right there. Seeing the TP coming on the back line, they say full steam ahead. They single out Crowny, shut him down. Broken Blade now chasing down Nuke as well. There's nowhere for this Akali to go. It's the solo kill shutdown for BB.
Huge shutdown. They have bought themselves more time in this game, and if they get the Baron as well, the gold will be in their favor. The game will be in their favor.
35 seconds on Nuke because he falls so late into this one. It doesn't matter if the respawn's on the rest of the team team are coming through. G2 just have this.
Adam fishing for the angle. Adam trying to be the hero. He finds the stun initially, but he doesn't get a lot else done. He just needs to stop them from taking the Baron. That's all that matters. He might take down Caps in the meantime, but he doesn't get anything. That's the shutdown coming in. 3 members of BDS barreling out of the base, desperate to try and contest this, but I don't think they're going to make it in time. Hansama on the way in as well.
Everyone has a hop too, so they can kill Baron, hop over the wall, get out completely fine. Hans is here with ult. They might actually just turn for the fight.
Hansama body blocking the ultimate there. Crowny now just going to try to shred through this entire team. He needs to take out as many Barons as humanly possible. Will he go over the wall? Will he chase? The answer is no. 4 Barons standing for the side of G2. They're going to lose about 40 seconds of effective time.
SKT perfected it back in the day with Bengi.
Oh, I see.
The young gun clearly learned it.
Caps has been caught out. He's desperate to try and disengage the pushback.
What?
Caps still alive. Mickey trying to save him. Crowny in the midst of all of G2. They cannot find the kill. Caps still standing. Nuke will finally finish the job, but now he's so split from the team. Broken Blade going wide on the barrel is everything. G2 pushing in on the bottom side. They'll break 1 tower, but what else can they get?
Still chasing down onto Lebrov. They have the slow too. Yike has a Q coming back up. This Lulu is a goner.
Yike chasing. Lebrov, clean movement, but not clean enough. Yike on a killing spree. G2 pushing in for their 2nd tower.
And look, it doesn't even matter.
Everybody a little slack.
This is true. Honestly, the heartbreaking thing is I feel like BDS just played better than G2 for like 80% of the game, right? They were finding picks on G2 over and over again. But now that G2 are grouping, now they won the team fight, it's actually just getting reversed on them.
Taking the tower. Not going to be tanky enough to survive that as Hansama. He was hiding.
That's literally a perfect gold graph, by the way. Literally winning 80% to be able to clear away any BDS members, whereas BDS have 4 sweepers just to make sure they can be playing in fog, because with such a melee-heavy comp, they have to be able to close the gap.
Stepping forward, Shio on the flank, but that's not who you want to be there. Wild growth good. Adam still standing for now, healing up, but G2 untouched.
Nuke's a mile away.
Caps untouched. Nuke finally finds the flank, but what can you do in the face of his team? He almost burns down Hansama, but he's over the wall. He makes it out. BDS fumble the fight at G2. Fearless as they push forward. Yikes stepping up. Crowny still standing. Crowny! Finds one. Buys space. Enough movement speed to get away. They can hold on to the game for now, but G2 will just turn to the Baron.
He can heal a lot off of the mid-wave, maybe Raptors as well if he has time to get some hits in. He's already back up to half HP. I don't even think he needs to go towards Raptors with red buff too. Good spot on that one. Also a stopwatch in the inventory. If anyone from BDS is going to do it, it's Crowny, but it's a near impossible task.
Double A team Broken Blade trying to zone him away. Body slam forward. Crowny.
Oh,
gorgeous. G2, he dashes over the wall, but parkour will not be enough. It's a free frame. He goes golden, but he will get taken down. Shio next. So in the meantime, Yike gonna keep the Baron leashed. Continue to focus that one down. And Shio's gonna run. But G2, again, finding another immaculate fight in their favor. This time, BDS. Execution was good in the early game. It was okay in the mid game, but it is getting harder and harder. It is getting worse and worse for the side of BDS.
Here we go. Yike again in the mid lane here.
Adam knocked up. Hansama again starting to hit like a truck. Adam nowhere for him to go. Hansama with the expunge to finish. Dominating.
It just gets worse and worse, and execute, it doesn't even matter here. We're trying to move along.
New draft. Remake.
Someone.
Remake. Oh, we can't? All right, G2.
Fnatic aren't even playing, and they're trying to use the pause hack.
2020, baby. Adam, got it on lock.
And this might be the fastest win of the year. 20 seconds on the in-game timer, and G2 are barreling towards the Nexus.
BDS valiantly fought in the early to mid game, but they slipped up once, and G2 have given them no opportunities to regain control. They were so close to Ocean Soul. They were so close to a win, but they are not able to find it. Hansama outranging Crowny. Can't quite finish the job. Crowny gonna walk in. The ace going in favor of G2 as they will close out the game. They will tie up BDS.
BDS found so many picks throughout that early game, but G2 were just unmatched when it came to the team fights. Very clean stuff out of the engagers on G2 to be able to pull away with that one. I think Yike, it looked like he soloed the end of the Baron. I think you can add that one to the LinkedIn profile.
The LinkedIn profile looking GP,
but just like super easy team fight to execute here. Great engage options, great peel for the backliners on the actual backliners themselves, so they don't even have to rely on teammates to sort of coordinate some peel in that regard. Now Larson, I think,
is he just gonna?
He's just warding. He's just gonna make sure they can get Scuttle Crab here. But
big hook onto Comp. Stun now gonna be there. Ignite now going down on the side. Here comes Raz, or Comp should just be a dead man walking, but he's turning it back. He gets first blood. Full confidence Ultimate's coming through as Advian will be the first to fall. Trimby now flashing out to safety. Razork gonna dash away from the stun, flash rather, and get the kills back in return.
Nicely played by Razork there. Also Advian finding the initial for the invade, but Larson just ticked over to 6. This could get turned around on Razork if he can't instantly burst Malrong.
Wants to burst through. Huge damage!
Oh.
He can! Ender, he can just burst.
Had spotted Malrong on the bot side. Not 100% sure on that, but
spotted out. He's just gonna have to flash over the wall here. He's waiting as long as possible.
No.
Will now finally flash. That is not the timing. He's dead. Might take a second here. Malrang has no kick, so he's just kind of standing here to look menacing. They wait for the ult as long as possible till it's absolutely necessary. GPL now coming down, hoping for an assist there. Won't get it. Comp on the way in, throwing Trimby into Humanoid. Looking to finish the job here. No flash for Humanoid available means they will get 1 kill back in return.
just a 1-for-1.
Fnatic, almost 800 gold in their favor, and now a Herald as well, meaning it should be at least a 1k gold lead once they're able to use it.
Holy, yeah, that Black Cleaver just came in for Razork.
Oh my god, Oscarinen just dancing on him.
Okay.
Oscarinen slowly dying still, despite dancing on him. Oh, no longer has any room to dance! Oh, he lost the dance battle. Shigenda may have messed up 1 or 2 of the moves, but Larson was there to back him up.
Inside Malrong's jungle, this is insane. Like, he just refuses to leave whatsoever.
Shigenda knows he's in the bush! Surprise! Oscarinen, there's nowhere to go, buddy. You are one dead pirate. Ooh, sidestep is clean, but Shigenda's still just walking at you. Waddles forward, finishes the job. Solo Bolo as Razork now coming in. Shigenda, where are you gonna go, buddy? Dance, dip, duck, dive, dodge.
Die.
Zoom in. He's gonna die. Yep. Boop.
Moral victory, die into the tower there. You take Razork, if you just turn onto Larson, I feel like you just blow him up instantly.
If you can lock Shigenda down, if you get any follow-up CC after Razork, Shigenda should still just die here, and he's going to go for it. Malrang waiting in the meantime. They're going to lock Shigenda up. Shigenda now going to be in trouble. They're going to try to burn through him before the Targal comes down. Huge going to work. That is absolutely massive. Koi, Trimby only protecting. And that means Malrang dies. Trimby going to follow. Fnatic taking the fight. They'll turn and take the Herald as well.
It is a Razork kingdom. Oh my word.
Yes. Gold card. Larson a little bit behind in the play. Malrang has Smite, only level 9 to the level 11 of Razork, which doesn't work that way anymore. I have to remember. Not over Advian. A little bit of a whiffy there. Shigenda off to the side, but they're going to take the Drake, and now they'll turn to Trimby to just try to burst him out, but Comp now immediately going to get locked down. He doesn't have a chance to start channeling the Taurik ultimate. Maybe he looks to get it now, but Malrang with the kick, trying to find the angle into the fight, but Malrang has no way to do anything. Reckless and Humanoid untouched. Shigenda going to try to be the difference maker, going to try to take down Reckless, but Reckless is still alive! The wild cards do not connect, and Koi have thrown everything away. Fnatic taking the fight.
Nobody dies from Fnatic, are you? Damn.
The problem is them. it fell apart. Thank you.
Razork, every time he walks into the jungle, it's me. It's me. I'm the problem. Oh, baby! Oscarinen turning it around!
All right. Oscarinen out. Looking for a little animal style on the bottom side, but he will not find it. Reckless. Goes up, comes down.
Wait, that was to mid lane?
Larson now going to have locked up. Razork has a lot of burst damage, but it looks like they might be able to turn this one. Fnatic getting a little bit over aggressive. Oscarinen, though, he's still chasing, running him down. A bit of vengeance. Big game hunting, now little game hunting. But here comes Razork.
Here comes the TV.
Waiting, one shot.
Oh my God!
Oh, in the back of the head, execution style. It's brutal. I didn't think I would say this, but right? We don't. I assume.
I just assume they win every scrim.
Well, if their opponents play like this and they play like this, then yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good.
It just makes sense.
Okay, bye Trimby.
Yeah, remake.
Bye Trimby. Goodbye. I feel bad too. Trimby was like giving us compliments on our outfits, and this is it's not going well. But he is hard carrying this game, so I think you're gonna have to cut him some slack if he does not follow through on your request.
We'll have to get him for PGL the interview, something like this. We'll coax it out of him, don't you worry. We'll make it Balrog. That's not the Baron.
Looking for the flank. Malrang gonna get pushed back, kicked away. They're gonna try to finish the job here, but the Baron's already gone. I was ready to cast on one side of the game, but this is not the way I expected. He's just a dude with a gun. Like, how did he get into the League of Legends? How does a small firearm qualify you for being a legend?
Hold on, he's got orange juice too.
That's respectable. Razor's got a lot more than that, and Oscarinen doesn't have his life anymore. Koi now trying to turn it. The Tark ult is massive. Maybe it's a chance, but they don't have any damage. There's no follow-up. The Tark ult isn't actually going to do anything because no one's in position to hit. Trimby now running.
I'll chat it fast. Worth, baby. Worth. get Oscar in. All you lose is Tremby. Sure, Razork's a legendary on the opposite side. Losing your oh my.
Razork?
Razork's strong. I don't know if he's 1v3 strong just yet.
Yet.
That's the key word.
Ender. Semi-modern era GP.
Oh, and he's got his melee too.
Ender running.
That's the dragon melee.
Okay, now
it's
we're
on.
going
Okay, I'm
it's
sorry.
League of Legends. Fnatic are winning a game. Koi are really out of options here. You notice that they're not even contesting.
But you can see why I'm confused, right?
You can see.
Fnatic winning.
Rank, Trimby, and Comp stacking in a brush. But they can't kill
That's a nice
Razork.
ward, though.
Razork has a frozen heart. Razork is very beefy. They cannot kill him before the rest of Fnatic gets on top of him.
And Humanoids, I mean, just hitting Baron over the wall. Like, Reckless is zoning instead of hitting Baron because it doesn't actually matter.
What do you do with this information?
This is perfect.
He's going
Oh my god.
What? Oh, that's wild. Desperation. He took Smite. He was trying to get it. He was trying
with
to
the
take
unsealed
it away.
spellbook, right?
That's respectable.
I mean, at that point, like, you've got to do something. Like, even without Smite, maybe just go for it.
But it's not the empowered Smite, is it? Difficult.
I believe so.
Doesn't even get it off in the end. Shout out to Observer Team, who immediately screamed into my ear, he took Smite. Thank you for saving me from looking like a fool or making Larson look like a fool. So that is desperation. That was the desperation play. Koi wanted to flip it, and respectable if they get that Baron. Maybe they buy a bit more time, but Reckless now trying to solo bowl the Shigenda. Oscar in and running in, setting up some barrels and looking to finish the job. Admian finding the lockup, the immortality, the invulnerability will fade away, and Koi will be pushed back into their base as Fnatic continue their reign of terror on the top side of the map.
What a great way for Fnatic to bounce back. I mean, 2 games in a row where you just sort of get this early game lead. This one, even way cleaner than yesterday's performance. Just absolutely foot down on Koi. Nothing Koi could do to come back in this game. Razork beasting all the way through from start to finish.
Yeah, Razork, monster. You got a lot of individual members stepping up. Oscar and struggling a bit in the lane, but finding the big barrels here at the end to close it out. Fnatic, it was a rough start. It was a rough winter. But after the winter comes spring, and spring looking a lot better for Fnatic this time around as they're just going to take their time dissecting Koi, take their time enjoying this win. They're going to grab it.
Easy does it right there for Fnatic. That brings them up to 2 wins, which is absolutely nuts because now we went from Fnatic having 0 wins heading into yesterday's match to now them being tied with 3 other teams in the league. XL, Heretics, Mad Lions, Fnatic.